Hey, what's going on, beautiful people? It's just Sister Michelle here, dropping another video for you all. Hadn't seen you in a moment. Hope you're doing good. Wishing you nothing but love and light on your personal journeys. You know how I feel about you all. I love you. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already done it, okay? Let's get straight to topic. Let's talk about the big situation that everybody's talking about. The Puff Daddy and Cassie thing. We already know that this low-down rat whooped this girl. Not just what we seen. He was doing it the whole time. He been doing it. And it probably, no, I ain't gonna say probably. He been doing it to everybody that he's ever came in contact with. Probably including his own mama. And his own children get browbeat. You just don't understand and you just don't see it. Let me tell you something. That apology he gave out, that was not sincere. If you have been with a narcissistic person, a true abuser, they can say anything out their mouth, but their eyes don't lie. Narcissist's eyes never lie. The shiftiness in his eyes, what he was saying, he didn't mean anything that he said. To be honest with you, more than likely, even though he's getting all this negative press and all this mess, he's getting off on that as well. People like that get off on negative as well as they do positive. That's another reason why he's done so much to so many people and his reign of terror has continued so much, because he gets fuel from good things, bad things. He don't give a damn. If anybody thinks that he's sitting around crying and stuff like that about it, he's not. If anything, he's sitting around saying, this bitch got away. This bitch thinks she got me. Watch how I try to flip this narrative and make it look like I had issues, I had problems. You know, narcissists are the main people that will tell you when they're not getting what they want, they throw out, I'm going to seek help. God has talked to me. God have mercy on my soul. They mean none of that. That's not a factor to people who are narcissistic. What it means is, let me say whatever I need to say to get some kind of empathy. Let me say whatever I need to say so people will fall for my bullshit once again. Because trust and believe, this is not the first time he said he was sorry. Can you imagine all the times that he told this girl that he was sorry after he beat her up and other people up? Let me tell you something now. I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this, and probably since Tupac died, Biggie died, and we're not going to get too much into that, but I'm going to tell you what I did say. I always felt he had something to do with that. They do not like to not have all the attention. He was always in the background. He didn't want Biggie to be bigger than him. And I've heard stories that people said that he said certain things. I don't know, wasn't there, you know what I'm saying? I always knew in my heart and my gut that he had some kind of correlation to what happened to those two men. I don't care what nobody says. And now they're coming out with the baby mom and everything else, something happened to her. I wouldn't doubt. Matter of fact, I believe every bit of it, because that's what narcissistic people do. Listen, narcissists will kill you if it threatens their position. Narcissistic people will do anything. That's why he was beating on that poor girl. The way he was beating on that poor girl. Because he knows in the back of his mind, no matter, even if he is a billionaire, this girl right here is special. And I'm going to beat the special out of her the best way that I can. I don't want her to feel this way. All the things they said that that man did to that woman is all a process of making you feel like you're less than. Bringing you down to the bottom. That's what they do. This shit is messed up, man. The shit is messed up, man. Straight up. He's not sorry. Narcissists are never sorry for real. They're sorry they lose control. They're sorry they lost supply. They're sorry they get caught. But they're not sorry. Let me tell you, you better believe me, because they like all sources of supply and attention. Behind closed doors, he's grinning. If you pay attention to the video very closely, it looked like he wanted to grin then. Because in the back of his mind, he's saying, I'm going to say what everybody wants me to say, but I still feel like I didn't really do nothing wrong for real. She's getting what she deserved. You all don't understand. See, he couldn't say that, but if he could have, he would have said, let me tell you what she did to me. Let me tell you the stuff that I endured. He was talking about he hit rock bottom. I was at my lowest. You always was at your lowest. You've been at your lowest since the beginning. Even when you first started getting famous, you were a lowlife then. A narcissistic lowlife bum then. The money and the power just gave you a bigger platform to be an asshole on. Let's just keep it 100. He didn't just start this. He been probably doing this since he was a kid. And now all that stuff just, fueled that anger that he hates about himself. Because a lot of people say they think that he might be, like men. I don't know. If he does like men, who cares? He gonna treat men bad too. If he like women, none of that matters about your preference. What matters is people that will sit there and abuse and abuse and abuse people because they hate themselves so much. He cannot be truly who he wants to be, whether that is being with somebody of the same sex or being able to be vulnerable enough to say, I'm broken. And see, that's what narcissists do. When they're broken, because a lot of, most of them are broken. They never want to tell anybody that. They never want to give the persona that they're broken. It's always the grandness of themselves. But they really hate the fact that they're weak. They hate the fact that they're so afraid that somebody's going to see who they really are. So let me do all this to you to get this off of my back. You know how that is with narcissists. We talk about it all the time. We're victims because they can't cope with who they are. That's the bottom line. Anybody that's in proximity with a narcissist already knows. I'm going to mistreat you because I really hate me. We know this. He's not sorry. No, he's sorry, all right. Sorriest motherfucker I ever seen. Ain't that what Ike Turner said? He's sorry, but he ain't sorry for what he did. Narcissists are never sorry. Take this as a perfect example. You could look at this man and see when he was speaking, there was no true admission of real guilt. I know that, he can't say her name. He can't say, well, Cassie, this and that, because by law, he's not allowed to. But even without saying her name, he still didn't address her in any kind of way. Like, I'm sorry to the relationships that I damaged in the past. The people that I had in my life that I was in relationships with, I didn't do right by them. No, it's about, look at me. I have the issue. I need the help. I was going through so much. Somebody need to bust you in your damn eye. A couple times, a real man needs to come and bust him in his damn eye. And I feel this way about a lot of narcissistic people. They need somebody to get a hold of their ass. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing that they don't understand. People like Puffy, especially people in position, and even just regular everyday narcissists. When I said that they need somebody to get a hold of their ass, here's the final tee-hee-hee. Somebody already does have a hold of their ass. You know who that is? The Father, Satan, Lucifer, the original narcissist, has a hold of them. He uses them because he knows that they're broken and they move from broken spaces. So he uses that to abuse all the people that he can abuse. Now I'm talking about the Father, Satan. All the people that they can abuse, they're being used. That's the person that has them in check. That is the person that is playing with them. That's the person that is beating them. Why they're doing this to everybody else? That entity, that spirit, we ain't gonna get too religious, but it is what it is. The Father is beating them every day. That is where that pain comes from. That's why that inferiority complex comes from. Just like when people believe in God and God whispers in your ear and tells you, it's called intuition. Don't do this. Don't do this. Something's not right here. We all have that gift. Don't do this. People like that have the devil in their ear, and the devil is telling them, do these things because you can do it. Do these things because you're going to get away with it. Do these things because this person is not better than you. It's all a trick. And they fall for the devil's trick every time. But like I always told you, when the devil is done with you, he does exactly what he's doing to Puffy now. You're on your own, dummy. You fell for it. You fell for it. So when you're with a narcissistic individual, think about what I'm just telling you about this. No matter what a narcissist has done for you, they're working for the other team. I've always said that. And when the other team has used them up enough to hurt enough people, they get left worse than what we get left. Because guess what? We've been through a lot with narcissists, but we always are able to come back. And if you're not, you're going to come back. If your sister loves you, you can come back from so much. You can. But something like this, there is no coming back from. Because even if people give him grace, which if they do, I don't know. But even if they were to give him grace, he would never get away from this. This is something that is ultimately, headed his way. There's no way around it. What he is working for, the team he's working for, is done with him. And every narcissist that you're with that has abused you and you don't understand why it seems like they're getting away with it, look at this story. Look at this damn story. Listen to you. Look at this story. I always told you, you reap on the front end or the back end. You reap what you sow quicker than you know. So when people mistreat you, especially narcissistic people, and you think they got by, look at this. You don't get by with shit. You're being used. And once you're done being used by the other team, and you know what I'm talking about, your time is up. There is no coming back. That's why so many of them die alone. They die sickly. We can go on and on and on. Nobody wants to be around. The kids don't want to be around. At the end of the day, they pay. They pay. Trust me. Look at the story. There is no coming back when God finally puts his say in, because what he says goes. Because a lot of times God will allow the enemy to do so much. Not saying that we're being tested by God, because he don't play games, but he gives us free will. And you use your free will to do dirty shit, you think he's not watching? You don't have to pay the piper. Not only do you have to pay the piper because God is watching and you make these choices, who you're working for now has no value for you anymore. So you're not only shunned by what you're working for, you got God to deal with too. That's a double whammy, honey. That's why I always tell you, never believe they get away with the shit they did to you. It's a double whammy. Why they think you're stupid and they think you're playing you and they're doing all this stuff to you and they hurt you so bad. Yes, they do this. Absolutely. And they get away with so much and we wonder why. But I'm telling you, that is not true. This right here, man, this is sad. And seeing that girl like that brought back memories of myself. Now, I never was beat on like that because I'd have killed the bastard. And he would have went and seen his father. But I'm saying abuse is abuse. And I'm saying bottom line, listen to your sister. They reap on the back end or the front end. Either way, you're going to reap it. You have karma and then you have God on top of the karma, and the person that you're the team that you're on no longer wants to deal with you. They shut you down. And then God also shuts you down. And you wonder if they don't get back what they deserve. Absolutely they do. No matter what they've done to you, you can recover. You can come through it. It's not easy. It's hard. The journey is hard. But you can do this. You can do this. And when you're decent and you're trying to be decent, it is trials and tribulations. It shows you strength and who you are. And I always tell you that you're stronger than you know. They got a piece of you, not all of you, right? You can recover and move on and try to do better. But when you move like this, the end game is never good. Never good. Narcissists don't care what they do. They don't have no remorse. Everything that man said, he was lying through his teeth. Just look at his eyes. Pay attention to people's energy. Energy does not lie. But the same energy he gave out, he cannot now accept it. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. It's going to get worse for him because he does not have true remorse. Listen to me when I'm trying to tell you. Narcissists never win. They never win. One way or another, it always comes out in the wash. I love you so much. Keep your head up. You're amazing. You're beautiful. You're smart. You're intelligent. You deserve the best. You don't deserve no kind of abuse. Nobody does. They were never on your level. They can never be on your level. Let God deal with them and what they think they're winning with. What I always tell you, let them lose with it. I love you so much. It's sad, but it's true. Never trust nothing a narcissist says. Everything that they're doing is a lie. I love you. And that's not a lie. I hope they go down to hell. I'm not going to say that because YouTube will block my ass. Bye, y'all.